Okay, let's take this 1989 on a G, I think. Land Rover 90 hard top with rear windows, converted to 200 TDI power for a spin. Let's try and just wedge my camera somewhere. Put it in there. That should do the trick. Right. Oil light comes up properly. Ignition light doesn't, but it's fair to say the voltmeter shows it is charging the way it should. I did about 80-90 miles on this yesterday, and it was spot on. Oh, it's got a push button start, of course, this one. There we are. Starts nicely. Starts well whether it's hot or cold, this one. So it has got a push button start as well as the, in addition to the key. And I really enjoyed driving it yesterday, so it's quite nicely set up, this one. Quite often when they've had a lift kit and stuff put on them and big wheels, they tend to drive a bit like a boat, and this one doesn't actually. It's really quite good. Feels like it's got a very nice engine on it. According to the previous owner, the cam belt and the head gasket were replaced for the MOT before last, so I think about 5,000 miles ago. That's one point actually. The speedo cable has just snapped on it, showing 148,000 miles, but it's snapped within the last month or so. I can see looking behind the dash where the brake seems to have taken place, so I think it needs a new speedo cable on there to make the speedo work again. But aside from that, very little to criticise really. As I say, it starts on the button. There's no misfire, well, it won't be a misfire into the diesel. There's no hesitancy or no overheating, certainly on the motor. Temperature gauge, as is normal with a 200 TDI conversion, the temperature gauge reads sort of a quarter too high, but it still stays in the normal section. But unless you fit the little Steve Parker conversion for the temperature gauge, they always overread slightly, as does this one. Fuel gauge, voltmeter, all working properly. It's got a Kenlo fan though, in fairness, if it does get a bit warm, but as I say, I did 80 miles yesterday in it through main road and town. It was absolutely spot on. So yeah, nice engine on it. Nothing really to get excited about there. Gearbox is fine. There's no synchro problems with second gear or anything, or funny noise or anything. But the selectors are a little bit vague. I think it probably needs what would benefit from, should we say, the big bush replaced at the bottom of the gear lever, which does sharpen up the selectors a little bit. Still perfectly usable, but say just a little bit pudding stirry. Rest of the transmission feels nice and tight and solid. There's no backlash through the transmission when I let my foot off the throttle or anything. It feels nice and correct, and it steers really well. The steering's really precise on it. It's not wandering about at all or doing anything unpleasant. I'm not having to fight to keep it in a straight line. It's going exactly where it's put. It's got a nice turn of speed, this one actually. But it really just absolutely gets on with it. No funny noises or unpleasantness or anything at all. There's no bumping or clunking over bumps. Stops well enough. I think there we have it really. There's not really much more I can tell you about it. Just does it exactly as it should. My name's Simon. You can reach me on 0771 906 9353 or in the office on 0118 946 3352, or you can go to our website, which is www.motodrome.co.uk for any further info. End.